What's up? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Man, this is the first time in a while. Well, not really a while that I've gone live. I went live last week. But man, there's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about. This Wandavision finale was definitely not what I expected. I thought it was going to definitely be. It definitely wasn't what I expected. But before I dive into my analysis of the story or of the show, I want to thank you guys who are on the live watching. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. I will be spoiling stuff, so if you have not seen WandaVision, go check out WandaVision, then come back to my live. I should be only on here for about 20 or 30 minutes. Before I jump in again, I have a brand new episode of Real Debates coming out today. It's me versus Tristan. It's The Hobbit versus episode 1. So you definitely want to check that out as well. So let's go ahead and jump into WandaVision. So everything that happened in episode 8 basically continues in episode 9. The pros that I liked about this episode was we got to see White Vision and Fake Vision fight each other. We got to see Agatha and Wanda duke it out. We saw her kids protecting each other, but also fighting against the sword military. We get to see Monica Rambeau's character expound on her powers. So it seems like she's turning into, I believe her character name is Photon. So a lot of great character development within that. I actually enjoyed the emotional element between Wanda and Vision towards the end, how they're giving their final goodbyes. I thought that was actually really heart-wrenching. Definitely like the scene between Fake Vision and White Vision, because that was just a good interpretation of what these two visions are going to be like in terms of fighting each other. I thought that the scenes in that were amazing. I really did enjoy the finale, but the question is, did the finale meet the expectations? Now, we did get some story things answered a little bit. We kind of got confirmation that Quicksilver, Evan Peters' Quicksilver, is not the X-Men Quicksilver. Like, he's not the X-Men. He's just some random character that is not a part of the MCU. So I don't believe that he'll be a part of the MCU in regards to him being Quicksilver anymore. But I do think that them in wrapping up his storyline in a sense was actually pretty cool. I have to say, I was talking to my friends before I hopped online. Were the expectations met? I will say that I feel a little bit mixed about this episode in regards to my expectations being mixed. Mainly because I had formed a lot of theories in my head thinking that this was going to happen or that was going to happen or something was going to happen. And to be honest with you, and Ian, a good friend of mine, Ian, who does the show with me, he basically said like a lot of reasons why people were disappointed is because we formed all these theories that Marvel never really confirmed or denied. And he has a good point, because there are a lot of theories that I thought we were going to see Mephisto or Nightmare or, another person from the X-Men universe or another person from, the MCU, like Doctor Strange or something of that nature. But to be honest, after watching, because I watched it twice, after watching it again, it was a good wrap up to the episode. But what I feel like was so mixed about it for me is that we left the finale with an open-ended storyline for Wanda. Like, Wanda goes off into some weird part of the world where she has her own house and she's reading that book that she stole from Agatha. And I thought that was cool seeing that, but we don't know what her character is going to be like in the MCU. So there's that. Oh, what's up, Jeremy? Nice to see you on the live, man. Yeah, Jeremy loved the show, so it's good to see you, bro. But yeah, so we saw her escape away. We saw that her children are gone. The Vision that we know is gone. White Vision seems to be aware of who he used to be. I don't know how his particular vision will play upon in the MCU. I know there won't be a season 2 of WandaVision. WandaVision story arc, I believe, picks up in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. But keep in mind, the next MCU movie will be, aside from Black Widow, would be the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, and Doctor Strange is in that movie. So maybe Doctor Strange will there may be a Wanda Doctor Strange connection in that movie towards the end or something of that nature. So we do know the multiverse does pick up in that Spider-Man movie. I would say another disappointing thing for me about this is that I'm glad we got to saw the evolution of Monica Rambeau's power. She's realizing her powers. But if I'm being honest, I felt like she was kind of underused in this episode a little bit. That's just me. I do think I felt like she was going to be more of a bigger force, like to help with the fight against Agatha. But in this case, she was just, she was just there doing what she could. And, I thought it was okay for what it was. Not to be pessimistic or skeptical, but I felt like we should have gotten more from her character in the final episode. Again, the fight between Vision and White Vision, that was cool. How Vision got to get White Vision to realize who he used to be. I thought that was pretty cool. But we don't know what happened to that Vision. He's gone. He disappeared. He's gone. And I wish we could have gotten a little bit more closure with his storyline. All we know that the Vision that we know and love will always remain in Wanda's memories. But we don't know, we don't know if he will play a part in Spider-Man or in the next Doctor Strange movie or any other movie within the MCU. Jeremy writes, agreed about Monica. Yeah, I just felt like she was somewhat underused in this episode. One thing that this episode taught me was that when you're going into any series that Marvel or anybody at Disney or just series in general, we should never hype expectations. Because if I'm not going to lie, I thought we were going to get a huge reveal in those 2 post-credit scenes. And to be honest, we got to tease that, Nick Fury wants to see Monica. And my whole thing was so what? It's Nick Fury, okay? It seems to me that Monica Rambeau will be a big force in the Captain Marvel 2 movie, so I can't wait to see that. But that post credit scene didn't really do much for me. I want to address something real quick. All the Mephisto and Nightmare theories, they never came to pass. I won't say I'm disappointed because of that. Because if you read any of those comic books with Mephisto or Nightmare, any of those comic books, they are very iconic characters for who they are. But with that being said, I'm not a huge fan of those characters because I'm I don't know how that would have played out had they been in WandaVision. So I'm glad that we kind of didn't get to see Mephisto or Nightmare. So I'm glad that theory did not come to pass. Another thing that I was somewhat disappointed about in regards to this universe was that the next post-credit scene, again, we see her floating around reading the book, I believe we hear her children's voice "Mom, help us, Mom, help us." What? I'm trying to figure out, how is this a bridge to the multiverse? That I feel wasn't really explained to me. I may have to watch the series again to get a better understanding, but from what I was told, that WandaVision is a bridge to the multiverse in some way, shape, or form. But here's my thing with that. We got no elements of the multiverse. We didn't. The closest thing was the Quicksilver from X-Men. He's not, even though he's not the Quicksilver from the X-Men universe, he came back and played Quicksilver for the MCU. but we got nothing for the multiverse. Like, what gateways did it bridge? I will say Agatha did tell Wanda that you've unleashed something that you don't even realize that you unleashed, which makes sense, I guess. But even in that sense, I'm like, okay, what did she unleash? Like, I'm curious to see how far is she going to go with her powers. And yeah, this finale, which it probably should have done, was leave a lot more questions on what the future of Wanda and Vision's characters are going to be, which I think they did do a good job for that, leaving more questions. But I am disappointed that we really didn't get to see what the multiverse is. Like, I mean, we did in a sense with the whole Edward Peters character, but we didn't really get to see how the multiverse plays a part in the MCU. And I guess we'll basically see that in Spider-Man No Way Home and definitely in Doctor Strange too. By the way, Doctor Strange did not make a cameo in this series. Doctor Strange wasn't even mentioned at all. Neither was any other MCU character aside from the hint towards Captain Marvel and Nick Fury. So yeah, like I'm interested to see, man. I'm interested to see what the MCU has in store for WandaVision. So those are my quick thoughts. It did meet some expectations for me in regards to some things, but in other things, it left me more with questions than feeling whole about the series at all. Like, I don't feel like it was completed. Like, I feel like there's a lot of open-ended things that should be addressed. So those are my natural thoughts of WandaVision, the WandaVision finale. I had a good time watching it. I think it is an amazing original story for Disney Plus. I think this is a good step forward into the next upcoming things for the Disney Plus series and also with the MCU. I don't believe Falcon and Winter Soldier will address anything that happened in WandaVision. Maybe they'll hint towards it, but I don't think that I don't think there's going to be a significant part in Falcon and Winter Soldier regarding that. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Momentum Media. Thank you guys for allowing me to give you my thoughts and thoughts and conjectures and things about this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you get all the updates of every time I'm releasing a video here on my YouTube channel. I just realized this whole live I've been looking at my computer and not at the actual webcam. It's weird sometimes when I do live streams. So, but tune in today watching our new episode of Real Debates. I will be giving a review of Coming to America 2. I'm waiting to watch it with my wife first. So I'm going to watch it with my wife before I give my review on it. But thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned later today, 1 p.m. Standard Eastern Time, for a new episode of Real Debates. Star Wars Episode 1 versus Hobbit Part 1. So you don't want to miss that. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you have a blessed day.